right, not even gonna waste time, gonna get right into it. So this is exactly how to make $1,000, around $1,000 from a single Instagram post as a small streetwear brand. Now I'm gonna be looking exactly at one brand in particular, right? This brand, as you can see, it's not a big brand. They have around just under 8,000 followers. They're called Yuban. So recently they just did this drop for this tracksuit, right? They were selling this tracksuit with a bunch of stuff like these slides and everything. So the drop went pretty well from what I've seen from the outside, but also they did another drop which was 2 weeks after. So this drop just came out 2 weeks ago, by the way. And then they did this drop, and look, like they completely sold out. Like, look at this. Like, look at the amount of social proof. And all this is 17 hours ago, by the way. Like, I could go to the Instagram account and you could see it. All 17 hours ago, like all the same time. Like, look at the amount of people that are buying, right? There's just so much social proof and people are buying. They've roughly probably made anywhere from 800 to 1,000 just from a single post. And I'm gonna show you exactly the post. Pretty much sold out the entire drop, re-release of old collection. But how? Like, how did they sell out everything organically without consistently posting content? All right, because I always advocate for content. And if you actually look at the account, well, they don't have many reels. They only have flipping 10 reels, but they have an insane amount of proof of concept. So how did they come up with that much social proof? And what's constantly driving their sales to hit KPI? Like, how are they always getting, like, money? Like, I don't want to use these crazy terms. I'm just gonna get straight to it. Now, I went over to look at their TikTok because I'm a little bit of a stalker. They barely post on TikTok either. Like, this post came out 3 days ago. This post came out on the 20th of March. It's the 13th of April, right? So yeah, like I said, the recent post 3 days ago, but they're selling out like crazy. So how do they make content like this, and what drives this? Like, how are they making so much bread? I'm really pocket watching like crazy right now. One thing I want to make clear before I go into this is this brand isn't better than you. They may have good quality clothing, like their clothes may literally be better than yours because you're selling a basic t-shirt, but they're selling hoodies. And they may have unique pieces and items. However, there are hundreds of brands that do the same thing, have the same qualities, but they're unable to sell out most of their drop. So when you really think about it, like, what exactly is it? Like, how are they selling out that much? Like, how are they making that much sales? Or like, how are they at least having proof of concept? And one thing I want to make clear is that they don't have better products, they have a better system. Now, you're probably gonna look at me and be like, oh my god, not a system again, because the amount of times you've heard people talk about system. But I really want to make this clear, like, a system is super important in this business. Obviously, they have a strong community and great positioning, but I'm gonna show you the source real quick, innit? I'm gonna go over the one post that generated like this amount of traffic. It was just mind games. And by the way, just to clarify, this brand doesn't even run ads. This is all organic, right? So it was this singular post that did a stupid amount, right? So they had 100 and something comments. If you read the caption, it's supposed to keep these in a vault. F all that. Born archive sale Sunday 12th of April. This is 2 weeks after the drop, by the way, after the previous drop. So they just posted a bunch of pictures. They did a giveaway as well. Like, you can see, like, obviously the clothes look good. Wow, I'm glazing. Obviously the clothes are good, right? That's the important thing. If your clothes are kind of shit, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter how good your posts are, but you're not gonna make any money. But as you can see, they have a niche community and brand presence. As the name suggests, it's literally not for anyone, right? Like, this thing is not for everyone. And another thing I wanted to point out is that if you actually look at their captions and how they structure a lot of their things and their wording and how they talk to their audience, it's just swaggy, right? Like, I'm not trying to make this into rocket science, but I'm not saying your brand isn't swaggy or your brand has to be the next swagger tune. I'm just saying the way they do their things, no one else was doing this, so we did. Bungie, as most people are like, drop coming soon, be ready, or be square. It's just so shit. Like, actually put more effort into your caption. So because they have a structure for the caption and they are able to develop the right language or their audience's language, they know exactly who they're targeting. Obviously, they put these prices out, but no one was complaining about these prices. Everyone was copying. Look, pounds, euros, dollars, man, the only thing I want to complain about is where's the yen? Where's Chinese currency? Like I said, brand language and niche relevant. If you look at the post, right, the way they talk, for example, fuck all of that. Whole lot of shit, nothing over 60. So they went really crazy with this drop, but they know their audience so well. Now, I'm gonna be real with you though. Posts genuinely don't mean shit. Like, I'll be real, like, you can make $1,000 a day from a post, and I'm gonna show you, right? But they actually don't mean shit. What matters more is the system behind it that you're running. Like, the psychological idea of why this brand is posting minimal but making a stupid amount is just because they have a system. I'm telling you right now, yeah. If you are not making a system, if your brand or business does not have a system, you are genuinely like being behind everyone, bro. Everyone is developing systems. Like, you don't need a crazy one, but everyone has a system. That's like you trying to go into the football field without boots. You're gonna use Air Forces. Are you a donor or what? Right? I need you to understand, don't treat this brand like a get quick rich scheme. Treat it like the compound effect. The system is gonna play and then it's going to slowly compound. The work you do today is going to affect you in June, right? Because it's April now. The work you do in June is going to compound into maybe August. I bet, Mercs, I'm cool with that. But how? Like, how can you do that? Well, I'm going to drop some game. So pretty much lock in because I'm literally about to tell you. So the first step is you need to create a feedback loop from one post of yours that did well. Now, your brand might be so cooked and your content might be so arsed that no post did well. But what you can do is just find the post that did the best out of the shittest, right? Do not get the one with the most views. Get the one with the most engagement, the most likes, the most comments, the most reposts. And the feedback loop you want to create is you want to create a viral post. And you want to hypothesize that why did it do well? You want to replicate it, right? It's this simple. But then before you replicate it, you want to tweak it slightly. And then boom, you have a viral post. Because think about it. If something is proven to work, then it's going to work again, right? So the only reason why it might not work the exact same way is because you just need to tweak something. The next thing you need to do is track that whole. Like, don't make, like, please do not overcomplicate this shit. Like, people are going to say, make the system like you have to make like a job is like your lock-in. No, you just need to track that whole. Right? So make a content log that tracks winning content. So literally use ChatGPT to help you make this, or Claude. So you go to Claude or ChatGPT and you're like, yo, look, I want to make a content log that's going to track all my winning posts. Can you use it? Right? So you want to make something like this. Like, this is literally the one we use for our clients. We have the post title, the date, the platform, content type, drop phase, views. And it literally tells us the performance tier, and then it goes into a sales forecast. So that sales forecast literally tells us that this video was good enough to do sales. All right, so this is literally what it looks like, right? So you input all the data, as you can see right here. We did it from the platform, so it was IG Reel. The content type was a flat lay. The content type was a flat lay. Drop phase was the pre-drop. Views, we got 28K views. 6,000 likes, 200 comments, 50 link clicks. How do you track link clicks? We use our own system to do that. You can get something like URL Genie to find out how people are clicking on the link. And next thing, DM inquiries, engagement rate. So it automatically calculates this and an estimate of what that conversion rate will look like. And it tiers this. Now we sit down and hypothesize, well, why did this work? Well, we can say maybe the hook, maybe this, maybe that. And then you can also go into Instagram analytics and then look at the first few seconds of the video and be able to determine from there, why did this video do next? And then you go into replication. So what to copy next? But this is the fun, like this is the berry in the juice. You get me? We literally have a sales forecast. So when you go to a sales forecast, what it does is that it literally forecasts based off all the equations here, gives a rough estimate of 5 sales. So if this video, right, for example, did 28K in views, 28 bags, but 6.3 likes, that's pretty high, right? So that's a pretty high engagement rate. Now, the reason why there's no forecast revenue, and by the way, the forecast revenue won't be accurate when you ask these AI to build it. But the reason why there's no forecast revenue is because we haven't added any average order value. So let's say the average order value is $65. Well, from that post, we've done around $325. Right? Now, granted, you get way more likes. We could boost this up. This could do even better. So I absolutely just skewed the data. We have 28K views, 15K likes, 6,000 comments, 2,000 link clicks, and 310 inquiries, right? And that gave us a forecast of 200 sales and 13 bags in revenue. Now, is this accurate? No. But if, for example, we're looking at this and we like the data is literally telling us that this video might convert into a sale, why the heck am I not going to go there and then re-replicate this video? If it's already doing well, why reinvent the wheel? So, like I said, once you do that, track that whole. Now, the final step is you need to reorganize the brand from zero. One reason why you're not doing sales or why your brand presence is so shit is because you probably don't even know who you're targeting. If a brand like that is posting like once every month or once every 2 weeks or once every 3 weeks, but it's still managing to keep such a niche community and sell out every time, it's because they all understand, their brand from zero. So use the brand clarity checklist. So we have this checklist. It's literally in the description. It's literally a sheet designed to help you understand your brand from zero. So you're going to sit down here and hypothesize, for example, content and marketing clarity. This would be very clear on social media platform gets the most traction, XYZ, right? If the brand posted for 38 straight, like for example, if your brand posted for 30 days straight, what would you post? So having this clarity on the brand allows you to reposition yourself as an authority figure, right? Now, the link is going to be in the description. If you want it, just go to file, make a copy, and then literally just make a copy of this. I'm telling you right now, a lot of people are going to overcomplicate this brand shit. It's super easy. You can make money very quickly. Clothing brands are a get-rich-quick scheme, but it doesn't take that long to get decently rich. If you have the right systems, if you know what you're doing, bro, you can literally jump over so many steps. So if you don't do this, well, then again, you won't get results in it and you're just going to be broke. But yeah, if you're interested in how we work with our clients and based off the methodology and everything I said, you can definitely talk to me. DM me on Instagram if you need more help with the brand, because then I'm going to look at your brand. I'm gonna chat to you, see what's up with it, and then yeah. Otherwise, I've literally given you the source. I literally told you how these big brands be doing it. That's what brands be doing it. They track their posts. I'm telling you, I'm sorry to tell you, not everyone is nonchalant as you think. They all track their posts. So yeah, if you don't know what to do, make sure you DM me on Instagram. If you have a brand, you're already doing like 4 or 5 figures, you want to take this to the next level, let me know. Let's work together. I'm trying to scale the hell out of the brand, and I'm also trying to work with you in it because I scale brands in it.